I've been thinking all day about all this wide variety of phenomena on our planet and what humans do and sociology and philosophy. And I have a great diversity in the things that I really concentrate on. For instance, one is my alternate energy things that I do. The camera blipped already. I hope this thing is coming out. So I'm working on my card, and I spend quite a bit of time on that. And then I think about new spirituality that is up to age with the Aquarius and then the water bear. So, for instance, the ram was like there was a god, and then there was somebody that obeyed, like a slave that just did whatever the representation of God happened to be. And that was like an era where that seemed to work better. There were men that were alphas, and then all the other people just followed in line, and that made a community, a kingdom, and things like that. And then after that, then Jesus, he kind of symbolifies a symbol, is a symbol for the Pisces and the fish. And then that is when a monetary system comes in instead of slavery. So then they reel you in like a fish, and that way you're enslaved to that type of society. And this has been going on for like 2,000 years, or give or take 500 years, where that is how you serve your master, is through a monetary system. And there's other bigger things to that I look at, and one of them is the crap. Let's see. Now, come on, Kenny boy, get your brain together here. Then okay, I don't know if I was going to go on about God. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Is this Hebrew, Christian, Muslim God that is also part of culture, and the same people that control are behind this religion are behind the monetary system of the hierarchy of things. They just are. They work together. And so then what they decide is civilized becomes what is civilized, and everything else, all the other different ways of living and all the other different religions and philosophies of life, don't really matter because they're in control. And our species has a very rich, wonderful, diverse history of philosophy and religion, throughout all times of humanity. Take, for instance, the days of the week and Germanic Scandinavian influence, or part of that tribal history and philosophies of life. Polytheistic they would call it, because you have Saturday is a Saturn is a planet, and then you have the sun, and then you have the moon day, and Tuesday is a Germanic Scandinavian god, and then Wednesday is like from Odin's day, and he's a Germanic Scandinavian god, and then Thor. A lot of people have heard of Thor, and then Freya, and I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, and they spell it like with a J and stuff sometime. That's a goddess. And something else related to what I'm talking about, of a more natural view, or a view of life other than uh, Catholicism and the Judeo-Christo-Muslim worldview and life view, in making nature more of the higher power, or the broad, wide, diverse thing that life is, rather than centralizing your belief around a God. Almost all other religions of the world tended to be that way. They gave a great reference and great love to the idea of nature. And the Native Americans are another one, the North American natives, and I don't know as much about South American natives, but I know for sure that the North American natives held nature in high reference. They called it the Great Spirit, but the nature and the rocks and their surroundings and all the plants were like a gift and stuff. And the same goes with they call it Asatru now, and there's a Nordic and other different names for barbarian. They say, which is like totally a disgusting racist philosophy, because when there's a war, you can't you know say that just because they won or lost or whatever, or they fought against you, that they're just heathen, terrible, evil people. There's a good long history of uh, Germanic Scandinavian religion and the polytheism, and there's some good stuff about it. And there's also like the worship of the solstice and equinox, and you have your Stonehenge is the same almost shamanistic druid type history, and it does reflect a more anarchistic, uh, horizontal organization of things, rather than um, one central God focus on life. And I hope that more people can share feelings that are similar to that, because I know a lot more of us than is let out with our society really are more nature pagan type people, that we're smart enough to realize that we love the diversity of things. We don't need to have this center, this alpha in between us and the universe, in between all our family and friends and people that we really love. As a naturalist, shamanist, I really don't need a middleman in between that. I can love people for who they are and respect them without having this middleman ordeal. It's like a natural thing for us to love other members of our species, and to love our entire species, our Homo sapien collective of what we are on this planet. We're all the same. Yes, we're all 7 billion of us are different, but at the same time, we are all of the same family. And we need to have goals as a human family on that collective level, or we're not going to exist or survive or flourish or meet our potential as a very beautiful life form with so much potential. We're just beginning to realize what we can do together as the life form that we are in the physical plane. Okay, I'm going to stop and see if this video works. I don't know if it does it, but it's going to. Okay, stop.